Yeah, so this is the mash tun. This is where we have our Kolsch mash today. So we've got we're doing a 7-barrel batch today. It's kind of a smaller batch, but we've got about 300 pounds or 250 pounds of pale malt, a little bit of wheat, and a little bit of acidulated or soured malt that kind of mellows out the beer. But right now it just smells like cereal, looks like oatmeal. It's nice and steamy and tasty stuff. We're agitating it and mixing it up so that we get the proper mash. And mashing is when the enzymes break down the starches and turn them into fermentable sugars. Time to check out the product here. This is the Kolsch that we're brewing upstairs right now. And it's a nice brewer's pour. A lot of people in this country are really nervous about foam in their beer. They think they're getting cheated. But the fact is the foam holds in most of the aroma of the beer. You know, what do you think all those bubbles fill with? It's not just air, it's actually the aroma and the flavor of the beer. So this is the good stuff. The Social Kitchen and Brewery changes all the time, but we do try to keep a few beers available, including the Social Kolsch, which is nice and light in color, light in body. It's a nice crisp beer brewed in the Cologne style, or the Köln style in Germany. We also enjoy the sister beer to the Kolsch, which is the alt beer, and that comes from Dusseldorf, which is about 40 miles away from Köln. Those two cities love to hate each other, but they actually use a really similar yeast in their beers, and so I just use that yeast to brew the Kolsch and our alt. So we're kind of one of the few places that you can get both of those beers in one building. And I love both styles of beer, so I couldn't really pick which one I liked better. They're great beers because they're crisp, they're dry, they're really food friendly because they don't have a ton of strong flavors. Strong flavors are great with certain foods, but if a beer doesn't have quite as much going on, either in bitterness or sweetness or alcohol or roastiness, then it's going to probably pair with a wider range of foods. So we really focus on doing a lot of beer and food pairing here at Social Kitchen and Brewery. We do believe in Bière de Cuisine, so it's, Cuisine de la Bière, I mixed that up. But Cuisine de la Bière means kitchen with beer, or cuisine, food with beer. It's the idea that beer has a role in the kitchen, so it's the recipes, beer goes into a lot of the foods, but it also has a role at the table. And so, when you're enjoying your food, you should be enjoying it with beer. Food and wine is great, but food and beer is great too. Craft beer in America, that's a giant topic. So many people have so many opinions about craft beer. And, I'm one part of this industry and the whole scene, the whole community, so I don't really feel that I can speak to the entirety of everyone. The fact is, everyone brings their own thing to the scene. It makes it a real community. There's diversity within the community, which is great. There are people that are big extreme beer fans and hopheads. They want a lot of flavor. There are other people that are just getting into it because they want something that's simple and easy drinking, that has authenticity and integrity to it, that doesn't have a whole lot of adjuncts and crazy enzymes that have been added to it, and all sorts of fancy production methods. Basically they're getting excited about the fact that beer has had a chapter in history for millennia, and so it's a nice kind of expression of the agricultural the harvest.